Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Outback Gamer, and this is my weekly roundup. So, we have another brief look at Eorza, the world of Final Fantasy again this week, with this Moogle boss. He's the King Moogle. He's pretty cool. He's in the 50 content. And he drops really cool weapons that make woohoo sounds when he dies. So, here we have demon-looking boss that held us up for a little bit. We wiped a few times on this guy. He sucks in guys, blows up depending on the health of the guy he's sucking in. This is Nilhogg. Nilhogg is the enemy from Heavensward. He has multiple different forms, but damn, this is a really cool form that he turns into during the trial fight. Look at the fiery lava look to him. It's just wow. Yeah, definitely striking. But he was a lot of fun to kill. Nilhogg is someone that you'll definitely be waiting to kill by the time you get to him as well. So, finally, we beat Heavensward and we moved into Stormblood. Some charming dragon graphics. This is I think the good guy dragon. One thing you cannot fault this MMO for is its outstanding graphics. It never ceases to amaze me. Like, we did a fair few things this week. We also finished Stormblood, as well as Heavensward, so that was a lot of work. We've also gotten married in game, and there's so many little things I want to talk about. The marriage won't be featured in this video, but I'm outstanded by how far this game's gone and how much it progresses over other MMOs eventually. One of the things that actually catches me completely off guard is the fact that whatever you click on, your character's face will look at their face. That's just a little feature, but it's really, really cool. Like, not a lot of games have the emotes feature in too well. This is Shiva, the iconic click scene. So cool. So cool! That music, though. Whoa. So, all these bosses actually drop a mount too, which play their boss music. I've got nearly all of them except for Leviathan. This guy here is a poisony, hellish kind of guy. He's in the main storyline, but I'm just going to call him Stabby Max Stab Stab with the scorpion tail. So here we have Undead Face. Undead Face is from another dungeon that we did leveling up. He's a pretty cool boss. He's actually a main trash mob out of one of the first raids that you can do in the game when you end up doing weekly raids, which makes him kind of cooler because you see him again later and you're like, you're a trash mob now. So this was a cutscene from the middle of Stormblood when basically you're moving on to it. It's a pretty cool little cutscene. This is the first dungeon in Stormblood, and this one is very heavily water themed. I wouldn't say heavily though. You don't have to do a lot with the water, but it's just there. You can play with it. It was really cool though because the amount of sea monsters and stuff. This map looked really good, and the dungeon was just literally a ship getting beached. Now, immediately you can see what the theme of this area is. It's actually really cool, like Japanese theme. I guess this works hand in hand with the samurai class that they handed out last expansion. And there's a lot of honor, a lot of ethics. A lot of this expansion was spent freeing the Doma from the Imperial regime so that they can join you in fighting the Imperials. So you're liberating countries. Like in Heavensward, you're getting Ishgard on track. In this one, you're getting the Doma on track, and they have lots of little races. You had to go get allies and things like that. But the theme here is actually quite cool. Like, as you can see, togas, samurai. It's really good. Like, who wouldn't love that stuff? This dungeon is a very sci-fi-ish like dungeon. It's really cool. It's actually, I think this one was a 50 dungeon. But I just thought I'd feature it real quick because of how cool these little bits are, like the transitions of the worlds moving and things like that. It's just, yeah, this was one of those ones that made your eyes pop and go, well, this is a bit different to a normal dungeon that I'm running. Definitely true. Definitely true. So we have the trial boss again. He's heavy, he's into it, he explodes, he kills everybody. I was off tanking at this point. It's a very simple fight though. I think this guy, which one is this one? Is this one Anon? Maybe this one's Anon. I don't know. You can do these guys so often though that you begin forgetting about them. So we all have to stand in this thing, and I never make it there. Oh, well, look, I actually made it there this time. If we don't get behind that wall, we all die. It's pretty cool. We have to stand on a designated platform as well. So this is the bull from a Stormblood dungeon. Now he actually would charge the wall, and a bunch of sheep will charge across. Oh, this one is a boss, but it's like a game show boss. So you've got to successfully do dodging, figure out how to play it, or you get this little chain thing will appear over you and knock you out. Everyone else got a tick. I got a cross because I sucked at this. But this is a really out of the box kind of boss that isn't one that you'd normally see in a dungeon, and legitimately you fight nothing. It's just this. It's just dodging, 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 dodging. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Oh my god! Don't get hit. So I don't think I've actually successfully passed all three trials yet of this boss and not gotten hit. This is the bug Eon from Heavensward. Now this thing was actually really cool. He's a dangerous guy too. He killed my summoner so many times when I first did him. Oh, this is creepy, disgusting, horrible door boss. So what happens here is he will start casting a spell called Ruinous Blast or Ruinous Curse or something. And then when it gets about halfway, you got to open the doors to avoid this wiping out your whole party. And so someone else opened the door there. I'm pretty sure that was Sarah. Good job. And then we're going to get sucked through these doors and then chucked out there. And then we missed the brunt of his like, I'm going to kill you all explosion. It's really, really cool boss fight mechanic, but it was so hard to master. Like, it was game crushing. So this guy here, he'll throw a chain to a crystal. But this guy actually looks so cool. I just want to feature him because he's just like a big looking Diablo looking thing. Oh, so Stormblood involved me skipping so many cutscenes that I almost accidentally skipped this one. This one was a really cool combat scene where they're finally taking back Al Amigo or whatever their capital city is called after the intense build up from Stormblood. So this guy's definitely ugliest boss of the week. Look at this thing. Oh, like that's like what the hell? Well, that was the ugliest boss of the week. But then I remember that there was this guy that I came across randomly in a dungeon that opened up to learn how to get the Aether Currents, which is how you fly. So, this is a geisha chick that just will suck you in and kill you unless you become an old crone. That's what was that mechanic. And this is the end boss of that dungeon, which is I don't know how to describe this thing. It's like a chick with a fish belly thing, octopus belly. I don't know. It's terrifying though. That one was horrible. This is me summoning Bahamut on a boss fight. Yes, I finally have a dragon to summon on the summoner. Yes, yes, yes. Good news this week. So the summoner's around about 72, 73. Gunblade's like 74. And the paladin hit 80 this week, so that was awesome. Which is max level for this game. So, just when I thought dragons couldn't get any bigger, you end up fighting this thing at the end of Stormblood. It's like a Econ or an Eon or something. I don't even know how this dragon, like who worships this or whatever, but the Empire had this thing in chains. So this is just like a wolf boss that is really cool. You can get him as a mount. This guy is legitimately at the end of a creepy underwater dungeon, and look at the size of him. He's absolutely massive, like giant gorilla demon. This geisha chick is super, super cool. She had to get featured. She's actually one of the lieutenants eventually that you fight again. I really liked her though. That was a actually really awesome fight. Probably the best one out of Stormblood for me. She's just so cool. So that brings this week's look at bosses to an end. Hopefully you guys have all enjoyed. This is Copperbell Mines on hard, which is the first dungeons, or one of the first dungeons you do, and that you can eventually do again on harder difficulty levels.